Most people think they know what it's like being a detective. Someone comes to you with a crime and then you figure out who done it. Well, the fact of the matter is, that's actually pretty accurate. But if the crime hasn't yet occurred, well, things can get pretty confusing.
We're here today with Theodore Jackson, the esteemed jewelry collector, to talk with him about his new additions. Now, how exactly would you describe these?
$24 million of the most refined diamonds.
Well, that's very interesting.
Harvested from the purest of mines.
Uh-huh. Now, Mr. Jackson, there have been some more esteemed collectors, maybe even more esteemed than you are, some of which are even proposing we have an appraisal. Would you be open to that?
Well, there's no reason to be hasty. I can assure you they're of the purest quality.
How exactly do you think this will change your reputation?
Well, I think it's hard to imagine my reputation improving any more than it already is. I'm loved by all. My stocks are on the rise, and we're gaining shareholders every day.
Okay. Well, on other news, $24 million of diamonds have recently been stolen from a European museum. More about that after this break.
It all started one Thursday afternoon. I was in my office reading Detective Monthly when I got a mysterious phone call. Hello?
Is this Ted Jones the pig?
It's not PIG. It's PIG. Stands for Private Investigative Genius. And yeah, this is Ted.
Look, I just want to let you know that there's a heist going down at the old Jackson mansion tomorrow night. You know where that is, don't you?
Yes, that's where the old diamond collector Mr. Jackson lives. Who is this? Click.
Oh, dang it.
Most people would know better than to believe a call like that, but I'm a detective. It's my job to believe them.
May I help you?
Hi, my name's Ted Jones, Private Investigative Genius. I'm here to see Mr. Jackson.
Please, take a seat whilst I inform him that you're here. Wait here.
Stick.
Oh, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Your name is...
My name's Ted Jones, P-I-G. My friends call me Ted, but you can call me, well, Ted.
Indeed. Please sit down. Lanson, get us some tea, please.
Did you have that pre-made?
I always make it a priority to be prepared.
I just came over to inform you of an anonymous tip I just received. Now, you collect jewelry, is that right?
Oh, I pride myself in having an extensive collection. It's been known to rival the treasury in Vienna.
Now, Mr. Jackson, do you know of anyone who would be jealous of your collection? Perhaps enough to want to, steal it?
Why do you ask?
Well, sir, I was just informed that you're going to be robbed tomorrow night.
I'm not surprised. It's no secret that I'm the envy of the world. But no one would dare try to take my collection. I have the highest standards of security. Our anti-theft cameras are the latest state-of-the-art. There's not a single part of this estate that's not monitored.
Well, if you say so. But I would like to investigate who that caller was. In fact, I already have a suspect.
I can't wait to hear about it. Lanson, show him the door.
Excuse me, how do you plan to identify the caller?
I know a guy.
Hey, Ted. You been solving any cases lately?
Well, that's what I need your help with. I need a background check done.
All right, what's the name?
Lanton. I don't have a first name, but he lives over at the Jackson estate.
Now, the Trimble County PD doesn't exactly have class, but it does have what I need. Information.
Huh. Nothing. There's no records of a Mr. Lanton in this area or in the entire state.
So he doesn't exist?
Well, he exists just about as much as my love life does.
So not at all.
Not since prom.
Interesting.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
I went home that night with several unanswered questions. Like, why was Mr. Jackson so confident in his security system? Why did his butler sound exactly like the anonymous caller? And how do you make the perfect cheeseburger? Unfortunately, I can only answer one of those questions. You can't. Cheeseburgers are gross. With so many thoughts floating around in my cognition, I couldn't sleep. So I decided to do the one thing that always makes me sleepy. A stakeout.
Well, hello. Hello, sunshine.
Who are you?
I don't think that matters right now.
Her name is Mistress Clara.
Okay, well, can I go now?
You're not going anywhere until you tell us who you are.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Name's Ted Jones, private investigative genius.
Detective?
PIG for short. So, are you part of the heist too?
The heist? What do you know about the heist?
Only what Lanton told me.
What you told him?
Well,
Is there something you want to tell me?
Yes, there actually is. I'm madly in love with you.
About the heist.
Oh, well, after our little run-in the other day...
What run-in?
Well, it was a cold, blistery afternoon.
Well, hello there. Long time no see.
I thought I told you to leave me alone.
Now, is that any way to treat an old friend?
Yes, it is, if it's an old friend like you.
Too bad. This deal's worth a lot.
Clara, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't want any part of it. I'm not that man anymore. I've cleaned up my act, and I don't want to make it dirty again.
I have a buyer that's willing to pay millions for a certain diamond collection.
You don't mean...
See you around.
I just couldn't let her get away with it, so I called you. But when I was through,
Hello?
Guess who?
What? No. You're supposed to be dead.
The reports of my passing were, let's say, exaggerated.
Well, it was nice talking with you. Goodbye.
Not so fast, Lanton. You seem to have forgotten the 30 grand you still owe me.
Now, hold on. Don't be hasty about things. I'll get you your money. It's just going to take some time.
Your time's up. Bring the money to Woodland Grove Street at 9 p.m. on Saturday. Be there, or the reports of your passing won't be so exaggerated.
I could hear it in his voice. That's slimy, slithery, gravelly, good for nothing.
Lanton?
It was the Red Scorpio.
You're joking.
I'm afraid not. That's why I changed my mind. I needed the money.
Whatever. This, Mr. Busybody, is where we part ways. Au revoir.
But Clara, how are we going to get through the security system? Mr. Jackson doesn't give the codes to anyone.
That's already been taken care of.
Hey Siri, call Mr. Jackson.
I'm sorry, but you don't have a Mr. Jackson in your contacts.
Google Jackson Estate phone number.
Googling Jack's Pizza Place.
No. Jackson Estate phone number.
Should I give them a call?
No!
Calling Jack's Pizza.
No.
Hello, this is Jack's Pizza. Hello?
Who's down there?
I thought you said he wasn't going to be awake.
I must have put the sleeping pills in the wrong cup.
Well.
Oh, Mr. Jackson, sir. It's not what it looks like. I know what you must be thinking, but I just came down to check the back door, and I saw these two people. I promise you...
Save it, Lanton. You're not going to be able to talk your way out of this one.
Thank you for your call, Ted. I guess these are the jealous criminals you were talking about.
Not quite.
What's the meaning of this?
You didn't really think you'd be able to get away with stealing your own diamonds, did you?
What?
That's right. Jackson here is the one that hired you.
Lies. All lies.
Is that what you told the British government?
What's this all about, Ted?
They were pretty suspicious that only a week after the London Museum was robbed, Mr. Jackson here expanded his collection. And his greed for public attention didn't help either. He did what he could to keep from being inspected, but those Brits were insistent. He had to get rid of the diamonds, and fast, so he hired Claire here to steal them. He just didn't tell them that they were his diamonds.
None of that's true. Even if it was true, which it isn't.
Well, there were actually a lot of things that tipped me off. Any old fool could have suspected something when a pretentious millionaire refused to show off his grandest collection. And the 2 one-way trip tickets to Fiji on your counter only helped solidify my theory. But what really made it fall into place was that Claire here didn't seem concerned at all about getting through a top-of-the-line security system.
That's already been taken care of.
It just didn't make any sense. Unless, of course, someone had given her the codes.
You know, after hearing all that, I'm not even surprised he got caught.
Oh, you misunderstand me. It was a well-thought-out and brilliantly executed plan. But there was one thing that he just didn't anticipate.
And what's that?
There was a pig on the case.